Alright, next trip's posted. Rainy day. Alright, so the next trip's posted. We pick up tomorrow morning. So we're just going to go to the truck stop. We did bring our Segway this time. But I don't think today's the day we need to be doing the Segway ride. What a sloppy day, eh? So today is only half a day. Kinda. Maybe we'll get to sleep in. What do you say? Take a nap in the rain. Take a nap in the rain. Go up, go up, go up. Turn on a TV. Make a bowl of porridge. Or I got a steak. Got a big old 1 pound steak I could maybe defrost and have. Or maybe I could throw a pizza in the toaster oven. Or maybe some egg rolls. Or shrimp. We got us some breaded shrimp. Huge jumbo shrimp. Huge! Hugity. Humongous. I don't know. I guess we'll have to go rifle through our fully stocked freezer to figure it out. Actually, we'll get to work on the website again. Try to upload some more photographs into our photography website. Does the rain sound different to y'all now? Instead of the rain right on the phone, now it should sound a little bit better. Doing there, big truck? Oh, we got somebody going 5 miles an hour in the rain. Okay. Looks like the sky is getting darker. white car in the rain, no headlights on whatsoever. Bravo, bravo! Alright, so we're going to pull in here for the night. Because we can't load until tomorrow. But tomorrow we pick up, drive, and deliver all in the same day. Oh, there's bobtail snuck in there. May not be able to get you the perfect spot this time. I wanted to, but it looks like all the front row is already full. right, everybody gets out of my way. I want that first spot right there. They're marvelous. Marvelous. Okay. Okay, I'm almost tempted to leave the camera on because this ought to be a big busy area, but I guess we'll save that for another day. So let's see. 9 messages. You know, if we were facing the other way, we'd probably get some rain in the back of the trailer, which would be nice, but EJ54, howdy, how are you? I don't know. I wouldn't mind leaving the camera going, but I'll be honest with you, I can't ever do any website work because I keep chatting with you. David, howdy. Jack Rose, howdy. Augusto, howdy. I don't know, should we leave the camera going for y'all, even though it's got raindrops, all that stuff? I don't know. Too early for dinner. Don't really watch movies. I got website work to do. Hillbilly Truckster, howdy. Ruben, Blackjack. Alright, chat's going by too fast. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Classics, howdy. Howdy, Tim. Howdy. Howdy, everybody. If I skip you, I'm not intentional. It's just, chat's flying by faster than I can. Oh, yeah. That's a good focus, ain't it? I guess that's about as good as we're going to get. With. There we go. Oh well, will that work? Okay. Need to clean out the trailer. Who wants to do that? You skip me all the time. Hi, P-Tubs. Now I'm getting yelled at for skipping people because I'm not staring at chat 24 hours a day. Okay. I guess I could sit here and stop chat and scroll name by name and... Never mind, I'm getting aggravated. Indiana, howdy. What mess did you make, Pamela? No, it wasn't y'all. It was the other delivery. The people we just delivered to. Travels, howdy. If y'all want to see what Devil's Travels looks like, check them out in the Road Crew Gallery. Along with a few other road crew. Yeah, this is going to be a busy truck stop. Howdy, 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 everybody. Alright, so we are 30 miles outside of our chipper. Have we done the numbers? Alright, well, let me do the numbers. Let's do the numbers again. Alright. Am I doing all short loads? Well, we're doing whatever we're being given. I don't have a choice between short loads or long loads or medium loads. It's whatever trip comes my way, which is usually the closest next shipper in line. That's what we do. I don't sit there and say, oh, this is a 200-mile trip, we'll do this one, you know, or whatever. We just do whatever trips we're given. I don't have any control over if it's 200 miles or 500 miles. Remember, there's a lot of companies that make stuff. For example, you know, Kraft has plants all over the place. So the chances of us getting a Kraft load in Maine and delivering to one grocery store in San Diego is 0. We may pick up a Kraft load somewhere and take it to the nearest warehouse and then go from warehouse to warehouse. But the days of going from Maine to San Diego, that's just not the way they do logistics anymore. They have all these intermediate warehouses, and they just transfer between warehouses and between plants. And then all the little individual grocery stores are all done between the warehouse and the grocery store, you know, individually. So you know, we just do whatever we can. All right, let's go over the numbers here.
We are officially done for the day. It's time to go over the numbers.
All right, 30 miles give or take to our next shipper. We load up tomorrow morning sometime. We did our delivery today, 238.7 miles, half a day. No hours coming back to us the next 2 days. We've got 56 and a half hours on our 70-hour clock, 5 hours on our 14, 6 hours on our 11. So technically we could drive some more today, but the shipper won't take us until tomorrow morning. So that's why we're stopping short. So let's see. And dragging an empty trailer from the delivery we did earlier to here was 56.3 miles, and we got 9.7 miles per gallon. Not bad. Alright, so we'll play the closeout music, but stay tuned, because after the play out music we'll let you watch the trucks roll around a little bit. Alright? So hang tight.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Don't go nowhere. Alrighty, we'll let you watch. Let y'all watch the trucks roll by. So does the microphone sound better? Good deal. Glad y'all like. We got a big old dead cat microphone cover and a separate microphone and a shock absorber for it. So glad the money's worth it. And now this summer when we have to have the AC running on the phones, you won't have all that blaring wind noise going at you. So Nancy Kringle, howdy. Wayne, howdy. Glad you like. Howdy. Howdy, 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 everybody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy, 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 howdy. I need a push button howdy button. France, howdy. Neil Thomas from Connecticut. How are you? Okay. Zachary, howdy. Okay. Where's my Bluetooth? Oh, what's up with the snowman camera? Snowman camera's in a fog. Come on, quit playing with the focus. There we go. Alright, grab my paperwork. Gotta make calls to the boss. I ignored her yesterday, so I guess I better not ignore the boss 2 days in a row. Alright, I'll be back.
Big Rig Steve.
Honey.
We live in Pickla, so we always see you guys go through there, and he's like, why he's in Sandy, let's go.
Hang on, just a second.
I kept saying, because you're
All right, you two. All right, more road crew. Woohoo! We'll add them to the road crew gallery. Good folks. We got road crew all over the place. All right, good deal. Woohoo! Alright, that was, let me look at my paper. Denny and Chrissy, they've been watching for 4 years now. So we'll be adding them to the Road Crew Gallery later on tonight. We were back there cleaning our trailer out, blowing all the basic dirt off, and our battery died. We got the doors open. Hopefully it'll get a little bit wet up in there. So clean the windshield. Okay. Well, it wasn't raining. Now it's starting to sprinkle again. You like the cap, huh? Good deal. We got 72 more hats coming in for everybody that back ordered their favorite colors. And we have a couple new hat styles coming in as well. Okay, now, what's for dinner tonight? I don't have a clue. Right now I'm eating my Gummy Bear Probiotics. $4 off at Costco. Okay, so I'm going to do this paperwork. We don't have any steaks thawed out. Have I run across any celebrity truckers in your travels? No. I'm pretty much a loner. I don't run around and congregate with all the other truckers. No, these are Digestive Advantage. 100 times better with 50 billion, what is that? Yeah, 50 billion survival rate. 50 billion killer amoebas. And actually, you know, I thought when my buddy told me to start taking them, I thought it was kind of silly. But I will say, I notice a big difference. So, I guess it's good. Surprised that this truck stop is already pretty much full. I don't know if we've ever been out here before. If you look at the satellite, picture, they've got this still with all the construction going on. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you.
All your coffees and all that stuff you stopped.
I appreciate it.
You're
Hey,
welcome,
are
honey.
you a hugger?
Sure I am. Oh, God, thanks, Steve.
All right.
When you're around and it's not raining, we'll stop it and chit chat a little bit more.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They forgot to give me something. Woohoo! So I don't think we've been to this truck stop before. I don't think it was built last time we came through here. I do know we're up the street is Wapakoneta, and we actually did a lot of photography up through there, and St. Mary's, and oh, I don't know, a couple other little towns. So we're gonna have to get some of these photos back up, and we will. There's only one of me. Update the trip map. What update the trip map do you want? It's pretty close, I believe. I don't know. Remember, the trip map isn't going to be exactly right. Uh-oh, tornadoes? We're supposed to get tornadoes? Actually, I hope we get a good rain. Get the back of the trailer all nice and soggy. You know, a lot of times what you could do if there's just a little spot or two that is a little dirty, that won't come up with a blower, you get a gallon of water back there, and then let it soak, and then use your 185 mile an hour sprayer. I like that big air blower. Saves many hours sweeping out, and it gets good in the cracks and crevices and all of that. Thunderstorms, woohoo! I like thunderstorms. So far we've avoided all the tornadoes. We've driven through the aftermath of several of them. What is it? Greenburg, Kansas, I'm thinking. We drove through there at night. I mean, and it's only a one traffic light town. But we drove through there, and I noticed that the stoplight was out. All the city lights were out, and in the road was bricks strung everywhere in the road. And I stopped because there was so many bricks around, and I looked, and through the lightning, because it was still lightning at that time, through the lightning you could see that downtown was gone. And I don't know, I reckon that I went through there 30 minutes after the tornado did, and it literally leveled downtown. And another time, Arkansas, we drove through Arkansas the next day after it went through a RV parking lot. Massive. we drive by, and of course everything's destroyed. The trees are snapped in half like toothpicks, and you know those big old RV dealers where they got campers of every style and size? The lot was swept clean, and at the end of the lot, at the tree line, was all of these brand spanking new travel trailers just all piled on top of each other. Joplin, Missouri is actually a story in itself, because we had stopped coming up from the south. We had stopped at Joplin, Missouri, and I just felt really weird because we were going to stop for the night, and it was still daylight, and I just kept thinking, it's too early to stop. I don't want to stop. So we went on and drove another 2 hours or something like that. Later that afternoon is when that tornado struck. that took out Joplin, including the Flying J and the Petro. And so you always follow your instincts, even if it doesn't make sense. Rick H, you are part to the Worldwide Road Crew. Woohoo! And you're welcome for the email reply. I try to reply to all the emails I get. I get quite a few of them, and I get backlogged, and so I'm glad you got one. I'm glad you got one. Nobody's submitted for the Worldwide Road Crew lately. There you go, Edric. Howdy, howdy. Tuscaloosa. We went, I don't know, several days after that tornado went through. And that was a lot of destruction there as well. The 2011 one there. Memphis, just north of Memphis. Oh, what is that town? Haiti? Hattie? I don't know. Out there, what is that, 57? 55? Just north of the split into Arkansas and all that. We knew the weather was bad. All of our phones and CB and everything else was blaring, screaming tornadoes on the ground. And so we pulled over into that pilot and sat there for a couple hours. And it got a little rough. When the clouds cleared, we went down the road, and lo and behold, several 18-wheelers were rolled over on their sides. So, looking back at the timing of that, had we continued and not stopped, we probably would have been in the middle of that. So far we're doing really, really well, staying out of the way of the tornado paths. Have I always driven for the same company? Yeah, I don't believe in changing jobs for a penny more or whatever. Besides, what I'm making keeps me very, very happy. So, you know, you can always find a job for 1 penny more a mile, or half a penny more, or 2 cents more. But I like the stability of a job, the loyalty of a job. Chasing a penny more sometimes isn't worth it. No, I'm 100% invested in my 401k and at the top of the pay scale, and actually a little bit more and all that. So we don't talk about who I drive for, only because who I drive for has nothing to do with the website, and I can't go mixing brand names and all of that stuff. We've all come to an agreement that I don't show customers or unloading points. We don't talk about freight. We don't show company logos and all that other good stuff, because none of it has anything to do with what we're doing with the website. So, and that might sound like a petty reason, but that's the agreement we came to allow me to broadcast, and that's what we do. In fact, if you look at a lot of other YouTube truckers over the years, they did too much talking about the company and what they liked and what they didn't like about their specific company, and bad-mouthing them and videotaping on private property and all that other mess, and they no longer do it. So we've been here 12 years. I think we've been I don't know, but I think we've been broadcasting longer as a website than anybody else. So I don't know. We play by the rules, and I don't have a problem with that. And especially, you know, talking about freight security and stuff like that, why we don't talk about when I'm carrying TV sets or couches or lawnmowers or food or toilet paper or anything like that, because we don't want people to know what we're carrying. Now, after the fact, you could find out all the information on the trip journal on the website. But while it's under my control, we don't discuss it. And if you think, well, who's going to break into it? Think about the current situation. Food shortages, toilet paper shortages, and all this other stuff. Just last night or this morning in Texas at a Sam's Club, I believe it was, one guy stabbed 4 other people inside the store because they were getting the stuff that he wanted. So when you're in a society that does all that stuff, what do you think? They're gonna, in the middle of the night, you know, bring a pickup truck behind a 18-wheeler that's got the reefer running. You know it's groceries, just about. And so they cut the seal and go in there and take a couple cases. So yeah, we even though we're pretty open in broadcasting and all that stuff and meet road crew, we still have to pay attention to this reality of stolen trailers, stolen freight, all that mess. So Amtrak, howdy. So there's a lot of stuff that you guys don't really think about that we have to. So where are most of my deliveries at? That we go all over the place. We're you know, we're not on a dedicated run or nothing like that. Do I hate backing up the truck? No. To me, it's just like going forward, but the other way. I really, the only time I hate backing up is when there's a lot of other traffic driving behind me all the time, and the customer gives you like 5 feet in front of the truck to maneuver, and when they're like super stingy with the space for you to maneuver the truck, I hate that. But other than that, I have no problem backing up. I enjoy it. The thing is, you have to do it, and you have to do it right. And if you're not sure, get out and look. I've had, believe it or not, I've had other truck drivers laugh at me because I get out and look. I'd rather you laugh at me than for me to think I'm Mr. Macho and back up and hit something. So what does the compass say? The compass should say that we're headed north. Trucker show. We tried doing the road crew radio show. I don't know. I like the idea. I just got so many other things going. I need to get the store rebuilt. There's about 10 website pages that haven't even been implemented yet. Don't worry about it, Cat Stray. You're all right. So I don't know. We kind of backed off the road crew radio show until I get some of this other stuff caught up on. What states have the worst interstates? Indiana, number 1. Michigan, Louisiana. Is it a career you'd recommend? That's always hard to answer. For me, yes. For other people, it may or may not. It just depends. Some, you know, I mean, some people can't handle being alone for hours on end. Some people can't handle the isolation, you know, and being in a different city every night. Some people can't handle the traffic. If you're married with kids and a mortgage and all this other stuff, you probably want to be home to visit the wife more than just once a month, you know. So really, that's something that only an individual can answer. If you love truck driving or driving in general, if you like getting out and exploring what the country has to offer and all that, yeah, you know, more power to you. So what's so interesting about live streaming of LAX airport? I've seen that message about 5 times. But yeah, if you can handle it, it's a great job. But just like any other job, it's what you're cut out for. What do you have the heart for? What do you have the mindset for? You know, some people are naturally mechanical and electrical and engineering and all that stuff, and I couldn't draw a box, you know, or design a box. You know, so everybody's got their strong points and weak points. How are truck stops handling stuff? Well, you can't bring your own cups in for refills anymore. Speaking of which, I need coffee. And all that stuff. Howdy, Nathan. Howdy. I don't know if it's helping or not helping. I don't know how it would help, and I don't know how it would hurt. I don't know how to answer that one. There's lots of silly stuff like Pennsylvania closing the rest areas, you know, and instead of just closing the bathrooms, they close all the parking too. You know, I think that's kind of dumb. Why do I deliver a lot in Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio? Because Interstate 80 runs through those states, and if you look at the map, that's a perfect junction point to head south, to head to the Midwest, to head all the way across to Washington, head up towards Michigan. Those 3 states is one of the busiest freight lanes in the country. Everything from the Northeast has to come through there. So yeah, that's why we do a lot through there. Yeah, I don't know why they're closing truck stops. I think that would deal with the safety. So you don't give truck drivers a place to pull over and rest. They're going to keep driving. You're not allowed to park on the ramps. You're not allowed to park in closed truck stops or rest areas. So what does everybody want? Truckers to run around 24 hours a day driving, looking for a place to park? There are a couple more YouTube truck drivers. I don't think anybody broadcasts as much as we do, but we really try to concentrate on the travel aspect of it. If you want to know all the technical details on how to fix your motor and how to replace your own brakes and how to do a full pre-trip and, I don't know, a super in-depth HOS explanation and debate and all that stuff, a lot of the other truck drivers do that. And I think that's great. We try to stay away from that and leave that for the other truck drivers. To me, I'm in truck driving for the travel. I'm not in it to debate and argue about trucker protesting and what's fair and not fair in the trucking world and whatever else. That's all important, but I leave that for everybody else, because the attraction to truck driving for me is the scenery, the being in a different place every night, getting to go to places that I would never get to go on my own. So that's why we try to concentrate on the travel part of it. Yes, we've been in New York and Florida. How come I didn't ever deliver to Florida? We do, just not very often. Gus, good point. We may end up having some buffer monsters. So, favorite states? I like Montana, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Northern California. That's all good. But each state has its own, uniqueness to it. I don't have a problem with any state. Love the desert of Arizona, New Mexico, and West Texas, and all of that good stuff. So, we do, I don't know, I'm going to say 50% of the time we go to a place that we've been to before, and 50% of the time it's a brand new place we've never been. Because, don't forget, in this big old wide country we call America, they're always building new warehouses, new customers, new grocery stores, new distribution centers, new factories. So, yeah, it's about 50-50. The place we went to this morning we've never been to before. The place we pick up tomorrow morning we've never been to before. But the place we deliver to tomorrow night we've been to many times. So, have I ever delivered Southeast Missouri? We have. Remember, we've been coming up on 1.7 million miles. We've been around the block. So, well, usually I don't have time to go to fairs and all that stuff. But yeah. Eric, yes, the no signal tapes, the lost signal tapes, when we have a chance to hard record those, some of the most remote and beautiful places to me are the ones that we don't have a signal for. And that's why we make those recordings, so that you can still be able to take that travel. Even though we're not broadcasting live, you get to look back at it. I wish more people would watch those tapes. New Mexico, yes, we've not been through New Mexico in a while. Have I been to LA before? Yes. Ever been in New Jersey? Yes. We've been to all 50 states. No, I'd take that back. We've been to all 48 states. All 48 states. What model Segway? The Nightbot Pro something, I forgot. If you go to the Segway video page, and in the video vault, click on the Segway videos, there's a picture of it there, and I think I'll give you the name as well. Maine, yeah, we haven't been to Maine in a while. Yeah, go to the video vault. There's a bunch of special videos there. We need to get out the drone again. Try to do that. There you go, Walter. You got the idea. Lazoid, howdy. How are you? We've got Lazoid's picture in the road crew gallery. Good guy we've met out in DeBeck, Colorado, I believe. No, DeBeck, no. I forgot where. Utah? I can't remember. Palisade, but where did we meet? DeBeck or something, right? We've been to North and South Dakota, just not lately. But remember those places that you're talking about. There you go, Colorado. The places you're talking about, Florida, Maine, those are all out of the way. They're all kind of like stuck off in the corner. We do get there, just we mainly stick to the big freight lanes. Connecticut. Yeah, we've been to Connecticut. Yes, we've been to Seattle. There you go, Ruben. Let me see if I can remember where I met you. I met you in Oregon, Auburn, Oregon, I believe. Am I right? Auburn, Oregon. We'll see if I'm right. We have been to Long Island, New York before. Yes, we have. We made a delivery there. I'm telling you, we've been everywhere. Uh-oh, I'm waiting for Ruben to give me an answer. Are we right? Are we right? No, we've not been to Quebec. Yes, we've been to Miami. We've got Miami Gal, a road crew member down there too. Millersburg. Oh, I thought it was Auburn, but okay. Well, at least we were close. Oregon, I remember. I could see in my mind where it was. Santo! Big Rig Steve here, shouting out to you. Now, tell me who Santo is. We've hauled ice before, too, believe it or not. I don't know if we've been to Port St. Lucie before. I don't know. I know we've been around Tampa and Orlando and all that stuff. We've been to 48 states, not 50. Where about are you from, Mr. Roger in Michigan? Uh-oh, TK's here. Howdy, Mendel. Wisconsin, there you go. We get up to Wisconsin quite a bit. We were just up there last week, 2 weeks ago. Okay, what does the boss want? Denny, you're all right. You didn't scare me none. You're all right. We'll get you in the road crew gallery either later tonight or tomorrow or something. How long are you allowed to drive in one day? The maximum you could drive is 11 hours within a 14-hour window. And I appreciate the card you got me. Thank you. So far, no wind yet. If I had 2 days off, do I stay with the truck? And can you drive? If you roll the truck, you're gonna turn your electronic logs on. So you can't just drive around like that. But you can do personal conveyance to go to the grocery store or something like that, but you can't just go, you know, I had to take a mini vacation with it. We have ordered 72 new hats. They are being put together right now. We have not received them at the warehouse, at the BigRigTravels warehouse, but we have 72 new hats coming in with 2 new designs as well. So if you back ordered one, then we got you covered. Probably next time I go home, all the stuff will be in the store then. Well, Alan, just when you see me, you know, watch the trip map. When you see that we have a trip up by Wisconsin or whatever, let me know. Send me an email, BigRigSteve@BigRigTravels.com. Rachel, you're all right. It's good. Oh, don't tell nobody we got a big heart. How do you email me? BigRigSteve@BigRigTravels.com. Or go to the website, click the envelope in the menu bar. Either one. Looks like it's starting to get dark. All the lights are coming on. Have I been to the caves in Missouri? Not Walmart, but several other companies in the Missouri caves. I think we've been in every cave. Well, Caitlin, I mean, we ordered them. We got to wait for them to sew all the patches on. Because all of those, it's what? 8,900 stitches or something like that. And I've got 72 hats to build. And as soon as we get them in, we'll put them in the store. And probably next month, I guess. We've got a couple new items coming into the store as well. Sunset 7:48. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, so we've got like another half hour, give or take. How much are the hats? You'll have to look in the store because I forgot. I think it's $23. I think it's $23. But people forget, even though our prices are a little bit higher, they have to remember that we offer free shipping. And shipping the stuff out is expensive, especially the coffee mugs. So the price you see includes free shipping. And it's easier to do that than it is to figure out the shipping method for every single state and zip code and weight and each item they add, and it's just a big old mess. So it's 1,000 times easier to just do free shipping, you know. And we do, believe it or not, we do take an item and box it up and take it to the post office and figure out what the most furthest place, you know, furthest place but cheapest postage would be for something, and that's how we determine our price. But yeah, we've got new hats coming. We've got new retro mugs, a new style of mugs for the website. A couple new items. The 20-ounce tumbler, stainless steel tumbler. You actually get to see a preview of that if you go to the Instagram for Big Rig Travels. Or if you don't want to go to Instagram, click on the blog, scroll down, look to the right, and you'll see the Instagram photographs. And you'll see what the new Mash It tumbler looks like. I think it looks nice. How about a Steve bobblehead? I looked into it. Those are expensive to make. Corey, howdy. There's your shout out. $5. It's kind of drizzle, but it's not really raining. It'd be nice if we get rain coming up from the south. Get the inside of the trailer washed out for us. Bumper stickers. We offered bumper stickers years ago, and nobody ever liked them. We sold a lot, but it was not very often. We ended up giving a lot of them away. But we do have Mash It stickers and Road Crew or Road Trip stickers, decals, magnets. So make sure you check out the store. There's more in the store than what people think. But you got to go to the store to look. Check it out. And remember, I buy this stuff in bulk, which means if I order, I don't know, 100 decals and nobody buys them, that gets to be pretty expensive. But we're all right. Mark, howdy. I got broccoli in my refrigerator. But now see, I want you guys to know something if you are wondering about the Big Rig Travel store. There are companies like Cafe Press. Oh, I don't know. There's YouTube does it now. You could buy shirts through YouTube for other channels. But let me tell you something. Those are okay, but the quality of shirts is less. and they do what's called digital printing, which basically is computer jet, inkjet, whatever you want to call it, on the shirt. We do old-fashioned screen printing by hand, and I've still got some of my shirts that I offered for sale back in 2009 that are still perfect. So yeah, you could get cheaper stuff and you could buy them one by one, but I refuse to put anything cheap in my store. I would rather spend a little bit more money, buy in bulk, have it done by a reputable company, and it be top-notch, lasting merchandise. Does that make sense? So, I have a 32-inch TV in my truck, yes. And if you ask anybody else that's bought before, you'll find out that they say everything is great. And by the way, if you have bought something from the stores, make sure you go back to the product and you leave a review. That way other folks can know about it. What code are you trying to crack about Cheetos? Just Aunt Jemima, our mascot Froggy, likes Cheetos and Oreos. In fact, if you go to the Instagram, on my time off while I was grilling my steaks and pork chops and chicken, Aunt Jemima was right beside me with her own personal grill, grilling her own Cheetos. Don't believe me? Never seen a frog grill Cheetos before? Go to the website. Click on the blog, look to the right to the Instagram pictures. It's true. Denmark. Howdy to Denmark. Recipe for Cheetos. You gotta talk to Aunt Jemima. She wouldn't let me. Yay, we're getting some rain. Good. Oh, I don't mind when it rains. Howdy, Henrik. How are you? Soggy Cheetos are not good. I was going to pull up radar. Radar. Nope. Pollen's been getting me too. Okay, so where is radar? Okay. Oh, I saw lightning. Oh, I see lightning again. Oh yeah, we got some storms coming. Quite a bit of them. I don't see no tornado warning though. Man, there's rain all up through Wisconsin and Minnesota, and snow up through South Dakota and Nebraska. Nebraska's getting clobbered by snow. Cheyenne, Denver. We're just getting the rain, so that's good. Rain never hurt anybody. I think we'll stay well south of the snow. What kind of phone do I have? We have the Galaxy Note 5. We got 3 of them. I don't need to upgrade. You willing to buy me 3 phones at $1,000 each? Then let's talk about upgrade. There's nothing wrong with the phones that I have. I'm still waiting for you to send me a $1,000 check for each phone you want me to upgrade. We still can't broadcast higher than 720, so I don't see what the point would be actually. I think that would be a poor use of the donations to the website. I'm very, very conscious about how I spend the donations. See? He just laughs at my remarks of if he's willing to. But you know what? The road crew, when we started, I don't know if any of y'all would remember this or not. When we first left the laptop and we were making a transition to broadcasting from the phones, we had the old Thunderbolt cameras. And all I could afford was one. And it was my personal cell phone. And we would use it to broadcast with to Ustream. And everybody said we need another camera, and I said I can't afford another camera. Believe it or not, in less than 24 hours I had enough donations that I actually bought our second Thunderbolt. And that's how we ended up with a cell phone for the Snowman and a cell phone for the stream. And I mean, it was it was amazing. So howdy, Raymond. I really don't think there's any more parking left. We do have a good road crew. We keep it family friendly, kids safe. Check my email. I always check my email like 100 times a day. If you look at the clouds, they're like just booking across. I want to go to that Mystic Seaport in Connecticut. I think that's where it is, Connecticut, right? Uh-oh. This after hours truck stop broadcast brought to you by the following. And yes, we do get paid when those commercials are watched. But legally, I can't tell you to click on them or do anything with them. I'm just saying. Howdy, Jeffrey's Travels.
You're in the middle of another Big Rig Travels live broadcast. We hope you're enjoying the ride as we take you across America on the longest running road trip ever. Make sure you click on subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know whenever we go live. Don't forget to stop by the BigRigTravels.com website to learn about this trip and visit the BRT store and pick up your favorite shirts and the official Magic Mug. Check us out on Facebook.
By the way, if you do the Facebook thing, check out the Facebook Road Crew group. Got over 1,000 folks up in there. A lot of people, which makes me happy, a lot of people posting their favorite pictures that they screenshotted, either from Snowman or from the live feed. And I think that's good. I think it's good when people contribute that way. We've got a backup congestion here. They're all wanting parking spots and they're lined out on the highway. Mary, yes it is. We do live broadcasting 12 years now. Welcome aboard. Check out BigRigTravels.com. Full information about trips, other videos, all this other stuff. Do I feel a different sense with everybody? No. To me, it's the same. I really don't see any difference. A hijacker? I don't want a hijacker. But I think you mean a hitchhiker, and no, it's illegal. You can have somebody come with you, but they have to be on the insurance, they have to be approved and documented paper-wise and the whole 9 yards. Because you can get in big trouble for having an unauthorized passenger on board. Haiti, there you go. Haiti, okay. Yes, we've eaten potato chips before. What's up with the silly questions? DMF Donald Duck. Alright, see you tomorrow, buddy. Orcas Island. Where's that at? It sounds familiar, but I don't know where that would be. Flood watch. No flooding. Yeah, when everybody runs out of questions that make sense and we start coming up with the silly questions. See, now y'all are starting to race. Look at that. Race to the one parking spot left. Now, when they get to the end of this runway here and you have trucks coming the other direction and they both slam into each other at the corner, then it ain't funny. I don't know why people think a parking lot is race time, but a lot of them do, and I have seen them crash into each other. You missed hearing where we're at right now. We are Sidney. Where are we? Sidney, Ohio. You can check out the trip tracker, progress bar, the live speedometer, the live altimeter, whole 9 yards up on the website BigRigTravels.com. We don't have headlight fluid. What are you, silly? The only thing we have is blinker fluid. Headlights run off of candle wax. We are doing a live chat right now. Who am I talking to? Or do you mean like a road crew radio show? I haven't given up on the road crew radio show, but I've got so many other website projects. I figure instead of having a million half-done things, I want to get the pictures back going. I want to expand the website like I've been wanting to. All of that, try to get that stuff taken care of before I run into taking on more projects. We might still do a special one here and there. What happened to the old truck? I don't know. We've had like 6 or 7 or 8 old trucks. We run them and then turn them in. I do not have a Dometic fridge at the house. Just in a truck. And by the way, if you want to see what my freezer looks like, we got a 10 or 12 minute review of our freezer that we have in our truck. If you type in freezer on our YouTube channel, it should come up. Recipe page, that's also something we're trying to come up with too. Truckers must pay for all their own food. Although a lot of road crew pay for food for me as well, so we're very, very lucky. Yes, you can drive longer times if you're hauling food, but only to delivery. Once you make your delivery, you must still take your 10-hour break. But right now, as I mentioned on the blog in the comments, we're still doing delivery appointments. We can't just show up anytime we want to a customer. They make appointments of what time they want us there, and that's when we show up. Remember, busy season or not, they still only have the same number of dock doors and the same number of forklifts and all that stuff, so you don't want 150 trucks showing up and they only have 30 doors and nowhere for the trucks to park. Everything still works on appointments, and the appointments are made by the customers themselves. So really it doesn't hasn't affected us yet. Eric, howdy. We're doing okay. How far south in Florida have we been? Miami. When's my birthday? July. How old am I? 155. Yep, Mary, all of our customers have appointments. They tell us when they want us to show up, and we show up. Some will let you in a couple hours early. Sometimes we get a chance to deliver early. Sometimes you don't stand a chance of delivering early. How many years do I plan on going trucking? I guess for a while, until, I don't know, something happens. Thank you, Eric. Glad you like Marv. Glad you like. I think it'll really come in handy come summertime when I have to put the AC on the phone and you don't get that wind noise. There, I'm giving y'all a head rub. When's the last time I had Chick-fil-A? It's been many years. No, we don't enjoy the potholes. What would you do if we gave up driving? Probably the same thing you did before you found us. Yeah, it'd be nice to go to south. We haven't been south in quite a while. Why Western Star trucks are a rare sight? I don't know if they're more expensive or not. I know they're nice, but I guess they're just not that popular. I guess there's a fine line between having an expensive truck or having a cheaper truck that is basically just as nice. I don't know. I don't know how that works. You like your hoodie? Good deal. Me personally, I don't like the Western Star. I like the grill, but the cab, I don't like that big arch. I just don't like it. It's not a good look to me. Have I been bowling before? Yeah. Have you ever rolled, Zachary, have you ever rolled a tire in the mud in the ditch and gotten it stuck, and then you get mud all over your brand new jacket, and then your mama yell at you for playing in the mud? When I hit the interstate, you hear 6 clicks. What am I doing? That is the armrest. That is the clicking of the armrest to get it level where I could rest my arms. And we have a video that we made on the YouTube channel. I think if you search our channel by something like armrest or something like that, we actually have a video of that. Because that's one thing that we get asked a lot. So we made a video for it. Why don't we go to Canada? Because the truck freight needs us down here. Do I have any input into the color or design of my truck? If I wanted to buy it, I would. But since I'm a company driver and it's company equipment and company pays for fuel and towing and maintenance and oil changes and insurance and license plate and tolls, we just take whatever they give us. Sure, trailer brakes. I don't know if that's a real question or what, but yes, trailers have brakes. Does a truck have a trailer tail? No. Have we driven through Arizona? Absolutely. Yeah, look, I don't know if it's in the video vault under the vlog talking, I don't know. I think we have it in the video vault, but if not, if you go to our channel and type in armrest, I'm sure that video will pop up. That's why I say there are all sorts of secret information scattered throughout the website and through the videos and all that, if people like investigate and look. And yeah, I could tell everybody all day long, but I even forget how much there is. You know what I mean? Eric, glad you like those new mugs. We'll be putting them in the store at the same time as the other stuff, with a nice fresh look to the store and new items. So glad you like. You can't, I don't know what the exact rule is. I think you can't have a beer for 12 hours before you drive or something like that. I don't know. Do I carry a gun? We don't talk about that, because that's, I don't know, that's just one of the things that you don't really need to know. You know what I'm saying? So yes, when you mash the brake pedal, the tractor brakes and the trailer brakes work at the same time. Now that rest areas are next to be shut down, can us Americans share the truck stops with all of you? Nothing's stopping you. Well, it works by air. The brakes work by air. Same way that they would work in a tractor. How's the Jake brakes on the truck? It retards the engine or the motor or whatever. Why do I go slow on California highways? Because the state of California is a 55-mile-an-hour state for trucks. And I know a lot of people don't get that, you know, but trucks, the speed limit is 55. And we try to stick to that, or 56 or 57 or whatever. And you may see lots of trucks flying by doing 65. And that's their right to do so, but if a cop catches them, they got to pay the ticket, not me. So we are done for the night. We pick up tomorrow morning, I don't know, at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or whatever. We have a window on our shipper, so we load tomorrow morning. Do I still use the CB to talk to the other truck drivers? Actually, I'm going to say no, because nobody ever uses it. There's nothing but total garbage out there nowadays. In the old days, I used to enjoy listening to truck stop people on the CB and on the road, and you'd actually have some pretty nice conversations. But now everybody has their cell phones and Bluetooths, and truck drivers don't give each other the day, time of day or anything. So the answer to that is no, not really. Yeah, we'll cut this at 8 o'clock. It's 1942 now, and y'all had a couple hours. What's the favorite color? I don't know. CB radio, it had its thing. It's just, you have apps that will tell you weather and GPS apps and, the whole 9 yards. Even customers. In the old days, the customers would say check in on channel 5 or check in on channel 14, or when you run across the scale they would use the CB. But now everything is done by intercom or signs telling you what number to call on your phone. So even the shippers and receivers don't ever use the CB anymore. It's just, technology changes. There's still channel 9. Update status bar. What's wrong with the status bar now? What is the headset I wear? I've got a Blue Elite. Oh, what is that? Blue Elite, yep. No, I lied. Blue Tiger. Blue Tiger. And you can find your Blue Tiger if you click on any Amazon ad, sign into your account like normal, and then anything you buy, I get a percentage of. Doesn't cost you a dime extra, yet helps pay for the website. I'm going to ask you guys that. I've been reading the last couple of days. Sometimes I read chat at night. What is this deal about the waiting room? What waiting room are y'all even talking about? And I wouldn't really care, but I've seen it come up in the chat logs a lot, and I just don't understand what the waiting room is. Why is the speed limit for cars 80 in California? I don't know. Ask the governor. What is the headset used for? Talking on the phone, because you can't hold your phone. Or you could play music on it, You can email me anytime you would like. When I load and unload, does that count against your 30-minute downtime? Yes, it can. If you're stopped long enough and you're in the sleeper berth and you're not doing any work, absolutely. That's why we don't take a 30-minute break every day. It just depends if we, met that criteria while we're sitting there being loaded or not. Okay, Joshua, we'll fix that when we go off air in a minute. Okay, I know what you're talking about, the little preview thing or something, I know. Okay. Lurker Lounge. You all can't see it, but that pickup, that 18-wheeler just did a U-turn right there in the road. Almost took the nose off of Walmart. I don't know where he's going to go, because I'm going to say parking is full. So he apparently is going to park on the end of this row. The one where it says no parking. But at least he's out of the way. See now, that Greenleaf Carriers is parking weird, which is going to make it tough for trucks to come in and out. But yeah, I think parking is officially full here. So in that waiting room that you guys talking about, is there moderators that watch that at all? Or is that just a free-for-all? What's my favorite ice cream flavor? I don't know. Is all of my freight no touch, or is it on pallets? Well, no freight, no touch freight to us means we don't unload it or load it or touch it at all. So 99.9% of all of my freight is automatically no touch. However, most of our loads are on pallets, sometimes spin wheels, or pinwheels, and sometimes it's floor loaded. But either way, we don't touch it. Once in a while, especially around produce, California, fresh fruit, lettuce, spinach, we got to stand on dock and count the cases of bananas or whatever. But other than that, it's all no touch. Marv, you have yourself a good night. We're about to sign off here too, another 11 minutes. And then I'll get to like see what's for dinner or whatever. When's my birthday? I told you in July. Robert, howdy. How you doing? How you doing? So, I don't know, is it the second truck over from us? You see he's still got his headlights on. Why people park in the truck stop or anywhere with their lights on all night long, I don't know. And I don't mean the little runner lights, I mean the headlights. If you're that dang tired that you go to sleep with your blinker on, or your headlights on, I don't know, something's wrong with you. Ever been hit wild parts? Yes. Yeah, I don't know why somebody would leave headlights on. People drive in the rain and the fog with no lights on. But then you have people that park in a truck stop at night and leave their headlights on. I don't get it. Yes, Marcia. We see the lurker lounge. Yeah. You will have to look at the map, Kevin. The trip map page. I don't exactly know how far from 75 we are. Eighth of a mile? I don't know. But the map will show you exactly where we are. I won't go to bed. I'll probably drag out the laptop and try to work on some stuff. Any parking tips to avoid being hit? Try not to park on the end, because when people run around the corner, that's when they don't watch their trailer track and they take off your hood. Except for where we are, because we're literally on the edge of the parking lot and there is no parking beside us unless they want to pop the curb and run over this chain link fence and all that. So Gossamer, you're welcome. Yeah, I was kind of thinking we were going to be different, but then the map. Remember, the map is just a general idea. We do pretty good at following it, but it's drawn for cars, and I can go back and adjust everything to force it the way we go, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of times we just kind of decide at the last minute and then can't exactly pull over and play with the website. We pull a refrigerated trailer. 6 minutes, 6 minutes. Trying to think of what I should have. Maybe just a simple macaroni and cheese. I don't know. Don't really have anything thought out. What was the first truck we drove? The very, very first one ever was a... No, I don't even remember who made it. But that was in the military in 1986. And I want to say it was a 1964 missile truck. But other than that, first truck I ever drove was a 2004 Volvo. And if you want to see what one of my 2008 Volvos looked like, go to the website, click on photography, BigRigTravels.net, and go to the trucking video, trucking pictures. You know, you'll be able to see some pictures from that. Berlin, good night to Berlin. England, John from England, howdy. North Dakota, Minot, North Dakota, why not Minot? Cincinnati, woohoo. I don't know anything about rail. You could do what I did, hang around the truck stops like the fuel island. Just walk up to some of the truck drivers or whatever and say, hey, you're thinking about being a truck driver. What do you think about the company you drive for? And don't sit there with the paper and pad. Just talk to them one-on-one and see what they say. Then when you go back to your car, go, okay, this guy was a Swift driver, this guy was a Prime driver, a rail driver, whatever. They like their job, they don't like their job, what's their chief complaint, you know, or whatever. Let them talk about it. But remember, they're busy, so you don't want to have 82 questions. Let them kind of guide the conversation. They will tell you what they feel comfortable telling you. And so you go through and you just talk to different truck drivers. Are the flatbed people more happy? Or are the food people more happy? You know, refrigerated trailers. If you talk to enough of them, you'll get an idea of the best companies to work for. That's exactly what I did for several months. And do we have a picture of the current truck? we actually have a video of it. And that should be in a video about. But that's how we found the company that we're driving for. Went around and asked people and found out that this was the one with the least problem, the most satisfied drivers and all that. So, you're welcome, Eric. Alright, so we got 3 minutes left. We do warehouse to warehouse, we do warehouse to plant, plant to warehouse, plant to stores, we do everything. We do it all. We do individual Costco's, we do individual grocery stores, Kroger, Meijer, Fred Meyer, Publix, oh my gosh, everywhere. We do everything everywhere. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed some bonus broadcast time of watching all these truckers coming in and going out. I think the truck stop is officially full. So, tomorrow morning we'll broadcast a few miles. It'll be a short video from here to the shipper. 20 minutes, something give or take. And then we'll head on down to delivery. Nobody listens to Red Leaf. Let me scroll back. Howdy from Minnesota, but Michigan. Okay. Alright, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us. Alright, a lot of people ask, that is a video from the YouTube free video or music section, audio files. Song's called On My Way Home from the 126ers, available on YouTube for free. Alright, good night everybody. I will see y'all in the morning, sometime about 9 o'clock, give or take. See ya. Thanks.